Hey guys, Lord Naren White here, the Holy Ghost, the one true God. Back with you with the next video in my Line of God Daily Diary series. As usual, before I discuss what I have achieved since yesterday's Daily Diary video, I want to read you a chapter from the Bible. Today I will be continuing the book of Psalms, starting with Psalm 48. A song and psalm for the sons of Korah. Great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised in the city of our God, the mountain of his holiness. Beautiful for situation, the joy of the whole earth, is Mount Zion on the sides of the north, the city of the great King. God is known in her palaces for a refuge. For lo, the kings were assembled, they passed by together. They saw it, and so they marveled, they were troubled and hasted away. Fear took hold upon them there, and pain as of a woman in travail. Thou breakest the ships of Tarshish with an east wind. As we have heard, so have we seen in the city of the Lord of hosts, in the city of our God. God will establish it forever. Selah. We have thought of thy loving kindness, O God, in the midst of thy temple. According to thy name, O God, so is thy praise unto the ends of the earth. Thy right hand is full of righteousness. Let Mount Zion rejoice, let the daughters of Judah be glad, because of thy judgments. Walk about Zion, and go round about her, tell the towers thereof. Mark ye well her bulwarks, consider her palaces, that ye may tell it to the generation following. For this God is our God for ever and ever. He will be our guide, even unto death. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. I don't want to offer any analysis of this chapter. Instead, we'll continue the Bible readings looking at next Psalm 49. To the chief musician, a psalm for the sons of Korah. Hear this, all ye people, give ear, all ye inhabitants of the world, both low and high, rich and poor, together. My mouth shall speak of wisdom, and the meditation of my heart shall be of understanding. I will incline mine ear to a parable, I will open my dark saying upon the harp. Wherefore should I fear in the days of evil, when the iniquity of my heel shall compass me about? They that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches, none of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give to a God ransom for him. For the redemption of their soul is precious, and it ceaseth forever. That he should still live forever, and not see corruption. For he seeth that wise men die, likewise the fool and the brutish person perish, and leave their wealth to others. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not. He is like the beasts that perish. This their way is their folly, yet their posterity approve their sayings. Selah. Like sheep that are laid in the grave, death shall feed on them, and the upright shall have dominion over them in the morning, and their beauty shall consume in the grave from their dwelling. But God will redeem my soul from the power of the grave, for he shall receive me. Selah. Be not thou afraid when one is made rich, when the glory of his house is increased. For when he dieth, he shall carry nothing away, his glory shall not descend after him. Though while he lived, he blessed his soul, and his men will praise thee, when thou doest well to thyself. He shall go to the generation of his fathers, they shall never see light. Man that is in honor and understandeth not is like the beasts that perish. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. So something that is really beautiful to me about this chapter, take a look at the last few verses here in Psalm 49. When you see here, you read, it says, "Be not thou afraid when one is made rich, when the glory of his house is increased. For when he dieth, he shall carry nothing away, his glory shall not descend after him. Though while he lived he blessed his soul, and men will praise thee when thou doest well to thyself. He shall go to the generation of his fathers, they shall never see light. Man that is in honor and understandeth not is like the beasts that perish." Okay? Think about that. Think about what he just said there, what is written in the Bible and Psalm. Is the idea that a man, you look at a, I don't want to give any specifics. The idea being that when a man becomes rich in this world, he amasses some form of earthly power. Okay, and then this is certainly some truth. There's truth. That is a truth in my opinion. The other thing is because he has the earthly power to exchange this database of wealth, this number, for some earthly good or service, right? So obviously, like if a man achieves a net worth of $1 billion, he can go and buy a sports team. He can exchange this number for this institution. Okay, that is some form of earthly power. Now think about how Psalm says, "Do not worry. When he dies, he cannot take that glory with him." This is one of the reasons I talk about in my gospel according to Lord Naren White. Why do Narangelicals work? Why do we save and invest that money with diligence? It is so that one day we can have more and more and more sons and daughters and children that will allow us to spread our faith. Of course, we're an insular people in our love, but will allow us to continue to have more family and love more and work more and do more. And the idea being, what is the purpose of the wealth? What is the purpose of wealth? For me, the purpose of wealth is to first be able to take care of yourself. After that, be able to start a family, take care of them, give them a better life than you had. That is the purpose of wealth. The purpose of wealth is not to increment a number unto, just that's it. That's not the purpose. The purpose is to take that number that is part of that database and convert it into more and more children. And what is really beautiful about that idea is the fact that this verse here in Psalm echoes that when the rich man dieth, he shall carry nothing away. He cannot take his riches with him. And so that's what I think is so beautiful, is the fact that when I wrote my gospel, I talked about, in Naren 125, I pray for character and then health and then wealth. I pray for wealth last. Why? Because wealth for me is only a means to attaining, more in terms of family, more in terms of faith, more in terms of that future for my children. Wealth in and of itself as a number doesn't mean anything. It's what this number can give you access to in terms of the goods and services that you want to exchange that number for. So for me, I think about in vitro fertilization. I think about getting a house. I think about, the location that I want my people to live at. Is it safe? Is it as safe as it can be? Etc., etc. So that's what wealth gives you access to. Wealth used for all ill means, like, all kinds of sins. That kind of wealth. That's the kind of money that isn't going to be taken. When the rich man dies, rather the good that he has done, that one does with their life. That is what keeps going. So I'll go ahead and end the Bible reading there for today and transition over to what I have achieved since yesterday's Daily Dive video. Since yesterday's Daily Dive video, I worked my software developer job, and I have created this Daily Dive video for 7/11/23. And with no further achievements since yesterday's Daily Dive video, I want to go ahead and say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, as it greatly helps the channel. I'd like to be with you all. Take care, and thanks again.